So let's look at the architecture. The basic architecture consists of 5 components, and you've learned about these components in the lessons in this course. The overall delay insurance concept is essentially a business application concept. The collaboration between multiple airlines, that's where the multi-party skills that you picked up are going to come in use. When passengers have to purchase insurance prior to the flight, you already know how to create transactions where they can pay using the payable keyword. If the flight is delayed and the passenger has to be paid, you now know from our earlier lessons that it would be unwise to send money to the passengers. Instead, you would credit their account and have them withdraw the funds. And so that's the payout capability. And finally, to get the flight information, we'll be using oracles. So that's the overall architecture. Now let's take a look at the components that make up this architecture. So there are basically 2 main areas. One is on the blockchain and the others are off the blockchain. On the blockchain, you have 2 smart contracts. You have a data contract and an app contract. In an earlier lesson, we learned how we can take an existing smart contract and split it up, with the data being one persistent smart contract and the application being another one deployed in such a manner that it's upgradable and changeable in case there are problems or new features that are needed. So that's what you are going to have to implement here, which is the interaction between the 2 contracts, where you have the data contract where the data is persisted and the app contract which has all the business logic around it. There's going to be a server application. That server application represents the external oracles that will feed the flight status information into your application. This server application, the outline of it is going to be provided, so it's easy for you to simply focus on the oracle aspect of it, the core information that the oracles will be reacting to and providing. The critical aspect of this whole thing is the dApp, which is the client application. You previously have used JavaScript, HTML, and CSS to create a dApp. What we're going to do is build upon those skills and create a more robust dApp, which uses modern development techniques for interaction and also for getting the production version of the application done.